Welcome to Crypto Smasher. Here we do deep dives in all things crypto. If you want to stay informed of our content, then be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. The Evergrow management team released the first look of the Crator platform as well as an updated Crator logo, which drew a lot of comments on Reddit. I have curated the absolute best and insightful comments just for you. A Reddit commenter also talked about a fangage that may provide some insight into what Crator could be. But anyway, let's begin. Comment 1. I think that people saying this are overvaluing branding in tech companies, for lack of a better term, for Crator. Yes, branding for clothing and lifestyle brands is extremely important and can definitely weaken a company if not done correctly, but for tech and Crator, branding is much less important for a couple reasons. 1. Adoption of new websites or new technology is based on how much better the website or software is than its competition. For example, if you look at the original Google branding, it was awful, and search engines like Yahoo and AOL had a much prettier interface and branding, yet they still lost out to Google. This was because Google had and still has a much better search engine than either of them. I remember using AOL and Yahoo when they first came out, and half the time the search couldn't find what you were actually looking for, while the Google engine almost always had more relevant results. So people used Google as their go-to. 2. Crator is trying to be an OnlyFans competitor, and their shtick is that they will pay the content creators more because they charge a 15% less fee. In my opinion, the way Crator wins is getting creators on board with them. Many of these creator fans will go to the website that their creator is on as long as it has similar features. As long as you bring an incentive for creators, it will be profitable. Yes, amazing branding would be good to have, but would be a cherry on top and is not essential to success for this business model. 3. Lastly, everyone is going to have a different opinion on branding. It's why some people buy a Toyota while others buy a Hyundai or a Ford. Just because you personally dislike the branding doesn't mean someone else won't like it. Comment 2. I have 27 years in technology, mainly in the design space. While I do agree with you and am all for MVP, I think they're rushing this out. They should hold back and at least do a reskin. Few years ago, in a particular company I worked in, we decided not to let C-level see wireframes, because they wouldn't get it. We'd only show them something when we had some kind of a decent user interface put together. You can see the same thing happening here. I know they're more than likely showing it for functionality, but most people won't get it. They're used to seeing finished products, so showing this ends up with everyone shouting Facebook. They need to pull back a bit and not be in such a rush. That logo though, something needs to be done. Comment 3. All the people on this sub defending the use of a stock image for a logo and or saying it doesn't matter / or don't care have no idea of the importance of branding and marketing. Sam has said a design team has been hired, yet what's been delivered is a recolored image which could have been knocked up in 10 minutes. If this is the quality delivered so far, how can you be optimistic about how Crator or any of their other utilities will turn out, especially considering they're developing these things in a matter of months with a team that has delivered at least 2 substandard websites so far? Comment 4. So what if it's a stock image? Did YouTube get released after 4 months of development? You have to weigh your options here. Be happy with utilities after 4 months of launch, or wait 1 to 3 years like other projects before seeing any utilities. Take your pick. Comment 5. This can be the tip of the iceberg, along with a poor website. It's not a matter of taste, it is a matter of credibility. The new website launched with critical mistakes on tokenomics. These logos require little effort. It feels wrong, and probably is, unless people in charge step up, accept their mistakes and propose something clear. I've invested in Evergrow money I can afford to lose, because I like the idea proposed. However, many times I have many doubts because of all the secrets. AMAs are not hosted and stored somewhere clear, etc. Many times it feels like the team has plenty to hide. If I was on the Evergrow team, I would push for transparency, clear goals and frequent updates. I would invest more, if I was more assured regarding the team's intentions. The blind followers who scream at people with doubts don't help. I'm not supporting Evergrow because I believe it will go to the moon. There are plenty of tokens perfect for that kind of investment. There is absolutely zero evidence it will, even if a lot of people scream their lungs out promising it will go to the moon. I support Evergrow because it stands out with a different message and purpose. So yeah, it's just a logo, but it is a copied logo on top of a lot of unclear choices. I hope the team focuses on the long term and accomplishes their proposed goals. Everyone can win a lot if they do. Comment 6. The quality of the website and this logo is disturbing. These both could have been made in about 30 minutes, and this is the entire output this professional team has produced in almost 4 months? My concern is there is no motivation because they've already all hit the jackpot. The private presale made the team and all of their family/friends at least profit a couple $100,000 on the low side, with many becoming millionaires or multi-millionaires overnight. This coin from presale to a month later at its all-time high was up 3,000x, yes 3,000x. It's currently hanging around 1,500x from presale. A $500 investment at presale is now worth $1 million. All this does is make the tiny privileged group holding insane quantities of coins watch like a hawk to cash out anytime some gains are made. When they have $15 million in profits, what's the motivation to hold? This leads me into my last concern. Developers have locked wallets from the presale they cannot access until a certain date. These are going to be some of the largest quantities holding. The team has been very poor on actually completing projects, and the very small output they have shown looks to be created in 15 minutes. It wouldn't surprise me if this is just one long marketing string along to keep the coin price somewhat elevated by new people, while the pre-salers continually sell out to add to their already massive profits. There's a possibility the goal of Evergrow has already been achieved, which was making a couple hundred people on the pre-sale millionaires. In the meantime, continue having the community discuss color schemes for the next 6 months without actually releasing anything. Then once developers can access their own wallets to sell out, we'll see a vanishing act. Comment 7. The logo and website are terrible. As an investor, I hope they revamp soon. I mean, it's a $580 million market cap coin, they should be doing better. Comment 8. Social media platforms have paid tens of millions of dollars over the years to see what works for the masses and what doesn't. This includes UI, color, functions, etc. Why wouldn't Evergrow use that to their advantage? Comment 9. Again, low fees, that's the incentive. Undercutting works all the time. That's why it's a common business practice. With media, look at MySpace and Facebook and now Instagram. Look at Alta Vista and then Yahoo and Google. It ain't rocket science. Will it be an immediate success? Doubt it. But this, again, is common. Comment 10. They literally said in multiple AMAs that it was going to look like Facebook and other platforms. Now people are complaining that it looks exactly like it and acting like it's the end of their investment. It's a product development marketing strategy, which is already high risk. Therefore, reducing risk by not reinventing the wheel is the best result for investors. That's all for the comments for today. Many thanks for your time today. See you in the next video.